Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
Live with that story, this is something sure to just madden everyone, Jack.
Natalie, I would have to say it's going to make a lot of people around Ohio very mad. The Attorney General says if you donated $100 to Cops for Kids, only 80 cents was actually used to help kids.
We've just reached a point where it clearly it crosses the line, and we have to say stop.
Attorney General Mike DeWine announced this morning that the state is suing Cops for Kids based in Ashtabula for running what he called a scam. According to the lawsuit, the operators of the charity, Charles Hitzel and Thomas Duffy, and the fundraising company they hired raised more than $4 million in Ohio between 2005 and 2015. But only 2% of those funds were actually used for their stated mission of assisting police agencies working with children victimized by crime. The Attorney General says the fundraising company took the lion's share of the money, more than $3.3 million, and he alleges that Charles Hitzel and Thomas Duffy enriched themselves with the rest, including more than $600,000 in DeWine says in 2015 alone, Cops for Kids raised nearly $500,000 in Ohio, but spent less than $4,000 on programs that include donating teddy bears to police agencies to hand out to young victims of crime.
Well-meaning Ohioans gave money to Cops for Kids so that little teddy bears could be bought. And as we learned, there's just a few of those actually ever made it to the right destination.
Now, we did try and speak to the two operators of Cops for Kids. Charles Hitzel told us he had no comment, and Thomas Duffy has not returned our calls. Natalie?
Those numbers are just shocking when you put them out there, Jack. Thank you.
Cops for Kids accused of bilking $4.2 million from Ohio donors. Posted 12:03 p.m., November 29, 2017. By Jen Steer, updated at 4:42 p.m., November 29, 2017. Cleveland. The Ohio Attorney General's office announced a lawsuit on Wednesday against the nonprofit organization Cops for Kids. The suit accuses the group's organizers, Thomas Duffy and Charles Hitzel, of Ashtabula, of defrauding and misleading donors. In the suit, the Attorney General's office asked the court to stop Cops for Kids from soliciting in the state of Ohio and to redistribute the assets collected. Ohio Attorney General Mike DeWine said they also want the telemarketing company Telcom Enterprises to withdraw from solicitation activity in Ohio. We believe that the evidence will show that the defendants misled donors and put their interests above the charitable mission they claim to support, while collecting millions of dollars from unsuspecting generous Ohioans, DeWine said. Cops for Kids claim to benefit youth in Ohio, build relationships between officers and children, and provide funds for scholarships and recreation programs, DeWine said. It also offered a program to give teddy bears to cops to hand out to kids who experienced traumatic crimes. According to the Attorney General, Cops for Kids would send a box of 4 teddy bears to police departments in cities where it planned to solicit next. Cops for Kids received $4.2 million from donations between 2005 and 2015. DeWine said nearly 80% of that money went to fundraising fees, while the two men running the nonprofit received more than $600,000 in salaries. About 2%, or $74,000, actually went to charitable causes, according to DeWine. He said of a $100 donation, about 80 cents would go to benefiting children. This is a real scam, DeWine said. A scam that has taken money that was well intended and money that was supposed to go to children who had been traumatized as a victim of crime. And that money has gone into the pockets of the solicitors, the telemarketer company, and into the pockets of the individuals who are running this scam. Attorney General DeWine, who called this a sad story, said he hoped this would not stop people from giving to charity this time of year. He offered the following tips. Develop a giving plan. Determine in advance which charities you want to support. Respond to unexpected or unwanted requests by explaining that you already have a giving plan in place or that you need written information to evaluate a request. Research charities. Find out if an organization is registered with the Ohio Attorney General's office, verify its tax-exempt status with the IRS's Exempt Organization Select Check, and gather data from organizations such as the Better Business Bureau, Wise Giving Alliance, Charity Watch, and Charity Navigator. View the organization's IRS Form 990 on GuideStar. Review program descriptions, expenses, compensation levels, and other details. Conduct a basic internet search to review a group's accomplishments or questionable activity. Ask how your donation will be used. Keep in mind that some charitable giving requests come from professional solicitors who are paid to collect donations. By law, solicitors must identify themselves, and if you ask, they must tell you what percentage of your donation will go to the charity. It may be only a small percentage. Contact charities directly to find out how they use donations. Get information in writing. Compare a charity's materials with information you gather from other sources. Watch for red flags. Be wary of high-pressure tactics, requests for checks made out to an individual, instead of a charity, charities with only a few people on their board, and people who are unable or unwilling to answer questions about their organization. Don't provide your credit card number or other personal information to callers who contact you unexpectedly.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.